darling. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark here. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes sweet, sensitive love stories, or movies about little dogs and kittens who find their way home after overcoming incredible odds, well, boy, honey, are you watching the wrong channel. But if you like shocking monster movies dripping with blood, gore, and dismembered body parts, then sit back and pop open a cold one, because I'm about to take you inside a secret monster-making laboratory that would make even Dr. Frankenstein shriek with horror. Get ready to step inside the unsettling universe of KNB. Since the late 1980s, the makeup maestros at KNB Effects Group have been scaring up scores of nightmarish creations to the delight of horror movie fans. They've concocted everything from massive monsters to menacing miniatures for some of Hollywood's hottest directors. This award-winning company first opened for business in 1988. That's when makeup effects men Robert Kurtzman, Greg Nicotero, and Howard Berger decided to throw their horrific hat into the cutthroat world of movie special effects.
Scott Spiegel, who co-wrote Evil Dead 2 with Sam Raimi, he called me and he said, listen, I'm directing a low-budget horror movie called Intruder, and I need you to recommend some kid who would be willing to work out of his garage, because we're doing this film and we literally have $3,000 for all the makeup effects. And without a hesitation, I said, I'll do it. That was the beginning of KNB.
The fledgling company followed up Intruder with a series of low-budget but monstrously cool movies, like 1990's Bride of Reanimator. KNB created the title character for this sequel to the cult favorite, makeup that took over 10 hours to apply on actress Kathleen Kinmont. To add to their body of work, KNB created these shockingly realistic autopsy corpses for the 1989 comedy drama Gross Anatomy. Greg Nicotero's pre-med training really paid off with these disgustingly accurate dead bodies. Ironically, these counterfeit cadavers also helped establish KNB as one of Hollywood's top fabricators of animals.
We didn't want to just get into gory effects. We really were interested in all kinds of stuff. We wanted to do fake animals. We wanted to do animatronics. We wanted to do robotics. We wanted to do a lot. And the opportunities presented themselves. Kevin Costner's looking at our portfolio and he sees the cadavers. And scientifically, it's really absolutely amazing to look at. So when he saw that, he said, oh, well, you guys should be able to make my buffalo for Dances with Wolves.
Over the years, the KNB gang has created countless non-human critters for Hollywood. Each so realistic, audiences would never guess they're looking at a fake. But the company has never turned its back on movie horror. In 1993, Army of Darkness director Sam Raimi hired the team to help bring a huge platoon of skeleton warriors to bone-chilling life. The studio concocted full-size fiends, as well as puppets and miniatures, to summon the undead hordes needed for Raimi's vision. Here's an up-close and creepy look at one of the reanimated warriors in the film. In 1992, KNB co-founder Bob Kurtzman took a turn behind the camera himself to direct the sleeper horror hit Wishmaster. Andrew Divoff was cast as the Djinn, a character KNB transformed into the world's most wicked wish granter. For director John Carpenter's 1995 chiller In the Mouth of Madness, KNB created this malicious miniature of actress Frances Bay. But when it comes to loony leading ladies, you can't beat Kathy Bates as obsessed fan Annie Wilkes in director Rob Reiner's Misery. Besides fabricating the actress's dead head, the KNB artists also created artificial legs for the infamous scene in which Bates' character bashes the body of her prisoner, played by James Caan.
So Rob said, listen, congratulations. The work you guys did on this movie is outstanding. He said, I've never felt the oxygen sucked out of a movie theater more than that moment where the sledgehammer starts coming down, because everybody in the theater gasps and everyone goes, that moment was so palpable and everyone expected him to cut away, and he didn't.
One of KNB's most loyal clients is director and fantasy film buff Robert Rodriguez. In 1996, Rodriguez turned an original story by KNB's Bob Kurtzman into the cult hit From Dusk Till Dawn. Rodriguez challenged KNB to create the most terrifying vampires ever seen on film, and the team happily sank their teeth into the task. 2 years later, KNB re-teamed with Rodriguez for the supernatural thriller The Faculty. The studio created this maquette of the story's alien antagonist to convey their vision to the director. Once approved, a full-scale mechanical version was created for the film's creepy climax. KNB was also part of Robert Rodriguez's biggest commercial success, the Spy Kids series, which featured many original makeup and character designs from the team.
This is my 21st year in the industry, and it's still, to me, every day I get up at 5 in the morning, I'm like, I'm going to work, gotta go make monsters.
When New Line Cinema decided to turn Todd McFarlane's comic book anti-hero Spawn into a movie star, KNB jumped at the chance to ride on the superhero's cape tails.
We've been fans of Spawn for a long time and just thought it was cool. In designing Spawn, we took certain liberties with some of Todd's artwork, and something Todd always said was, these are drawings. They're only drawings. They're two-dimensional. There's a lot of different views this thing looks different in, and that's where your job comes in, is figuring out what those are. And although we were dealing with director and producers, for us, ultimately, Todd was our big, thumbs up.
In 2003, KNB got the chance to mix classic characters from horror past with modern monster mashers for Wes Craven's latest creature feature, Cursed.
I was ecstatic about recreating classic horror characters in wax figure form. With the wax figures, you had to capture the essence of that character. The pieces turned out amazingly well.
From family-friendly adventure films to gory R-rated shockers, you never know what you'll find lurking around the corner at KNB. Its founders continue to push the effects envelope with innovative designs and an uncompromising attention to devilish details.
It's recreating my experience falling in love with horror films and monsters, and thinking that there are other people out there that are sharing the same thing because I'm contributing to that. That is, to me, is the best gift I can ever give.
Don't be afraid, movie fans. The folks at KNB Effects Group will always be full of surprises.